I twist the engagement ring on my finger, watching the diamond catch the afternoon sunlight streaming through our apartment window. 3 carats of pure perfection. Daniel proposed 6 months ago on a beach in Santorini, dropping to one knee as the sun melted into the Aegean Sea. I didn't hesitate. I didn't need to. Emma, you're staring at that ring again. Daniel calls from the kitchen, laughing. Can you blame me? I walk over and wrap my arms around his waist. It's beautiful. You're beautiful. He turns and kisses my forehead, smelling like coffee and the cologne I bought him last Christmas. Excited about Saturday. My bachelorette party. Sophie's been planning it for weeks, dropping mysterious hints about penthouse suites and signature cocktails. Nervous, actually. I admit. Sophie's in full lawyer mode. I'm scared to find out what she's planned. Daniel grins. Marcus is taking me to some steakhouse. Very civilized. You, on the other hand, are in Sophie's hands. God help you. I met Daniel 3 years ago at an art gallery opening. My friend dragged me there, and I was ready to leave when I saw him standing in front of an abstract painting, genuinely confused. I think it's supposed to be a horse, I'd said, or a very angry cloud. He'd replied, and we both laughed. He's an architect, patient, thoughtful, the kind of man who remembers I like almond milk in my coffee, and that I hate surprises. After my last relationship imploded, I didn't think I'd find someone like him, someone steady. My phone buzzes. It's Sophie. Sophie, bachelorette party checklist complete. You're going to love it or hate it. Either way, it'll be memorable. I show Daniel the text. He shakes his head. Should I be worried? I ask, probably, but that's what makes Sophie Sophie. He pulls me close. Just promise me you'll come home in one piece. I promise. My sister Rachel calls that evening, gushing about her bridesmaid dress fitting. Emma, I can't believe you're getting married, she says, her voice dreamy. You and Daniel are literally perfect. Like couple goals. We're not perfect. I laugh, but warmth spreads through my chest. Close enough. You figured everything out. Career, relationship, life. Meanwhile, I'm still trying to pass organic chemistry. You'll figure it out too. You're 25. You have time. After we hang up, I look around our apartment, the bookshelves Daniel built, the photos from our trips to Portugal and Iceland, the kitchen where we dance while cooking Sunday breakfast. This is my life. This is my future. I think briefly about Tyler, my ex. We broke up 4 years ago after 2 years of chaos, screaming matches, dramatic makeups, a relationship that brought out the absolute worst in both of us. I haven't spoken to him in over 2 years, haven't thought about him in longer. Daniel isn't like Tyler. Daniel is calm where Tyler was volatile, secure where Tyler was jealous, real where Tyler was all surface. I chose right this time. I'm sure of it. Tonight, we celebrate the end of your freedom. Jenna shouts, pushing another pink cocktail into my hand. I'm already tipsy, my face warm, surrounded by 8 of my closest friends in a downtown penthouse suite. Rose gold balloons float against the ceiling. A professional bartender stands behind a makeshift bar. The playlist is our college throwback songs that make me feel 20. 2 again. Sophie, this is insane. I say, pulling my best friend into a hug. How did you afford this? Don't worry about it. Sophie grins, adjusting the sash across my white dress that reads bride to be in glittery letters. You only get married once, hopefully. Jenna, my friend from college who's now some kind of Instagram influencer, is already taking photos. Emma, pose with your drink. This lighting is perfect. I pose, I laugh, I drink. My coworkers are here. Ashley and Morgan, both in marketing with me. My childhood friend Beth. My cousin Kelly. Everyone important. Speech, speech. Jenna chants. And soon everyone joins in. I stand on a chair, wobbling slightly. Sophie steadies me. Okay, I just want to say thank you for being here, for being the best friends anyone could ask for. In 2 weeks, I'm marrying the love of my life and I couldn't be happier. They cheer. Someone hands me another drink. The bartender, a guy in his 20s with a man bun, starts making something elaborate. This one's called The Last Kiss. He announces, for the bride. Everyone laughs. I drink it. It tastes like strawberries and bad decisions. My phone buzzes. Daniel, hope you're having fun. Miss you already. Love you. I text back a string of heart emojis, then show Sophie. He's perfect, she says, but there's something in her tone. Concern. Don't drink too much, okay? I'm fine. I insist, but I'm definitely not fine. The room tilts pleasantly when I turn my head. Jenna suggests truth or dare. Some of the girls groan, but most are into it. We're not in college anymore. Beth protests weakly. Exactly. We're boring now. Let's remember what fun feels like. The game starts innocently enough. Ashley admits she's had a crush on her boss. Morgan has to text an ex, I still think about you, and then immediately follow with wrong number. We're laughing so hard my stomach hurts. I check the time. It's almost 11. I should probably slow down on the drinks, but then Jenna refills my glass, and the music gets louder, and I think, when am I ever going to do this again? I'm getting married. This is it. One last night of freedom. That thought should comfort me. Instead, something in my chest tightens. I'm laughing at one of Sophie's stories about a disaster in court when the penthouse door opens. My heart stops. Tyler Morrison stands in the doorway, holding a bottle of champagne, that familiar crooked smile on his face. No surprise, Jenna appears beside me, beaming. I ran into Tyler last week, and he asked about you. I thought it would be fun to invite him. You know, bury the hatchet before you get married. The room goes completely silent. Sophie's face darkens. Jenna, what the hell were you thinking? What? They're both adults. It's been 4 years. Why should things be weird? Tyler walks toward me. He looks good. Too good. His hair is shorter, professional. He's wearing an expensive watch. Confidence radiates off him. Emma, he says my name like a prayer. Congratulations. I heard you're getting married. Ah, yeah, thank you. My voice sounds strange. Sophie grabs my arm. Can I talk to you? In the bedroom, now. I let her pull me away. Behind us, I hear Tyler charming the other guests, introducing himself, being effortlessly likable. That was always his gift. Sophie shuts the bedroom door. This is a bad idea. She hisses, he's your past. Keep it that way. I know. I didn't know Jenna invited him. Tell him to leave. I can't do that. It'll make everything awkward. Emma, Sophie grips my shoulders. I know that look. You're drunk and you're nostalgic, and that's dangerous. Tyler was toxic. You told me yourself you'd never go back. I'm not going back, Sophie. I'm marrying Daniel. I love Daniel. Then prove it. Tell Tyler to leave, but I don't. Instead, I say something I'll regret forever. It's fine. We're adults. I'm completely over him. Sophie's disappointment is obvious. Fine, but I'm watching you. We return to the party. Tyler has already integrated himself, making everyone laugh with some story about a disastrous real estate showing. Several of the girls are clearly charmed. He catches my eye and smiles. I should feel nothing. I should feel absolutely nothing. But there's something, not love, not even attraction really, just familiarity, memory, the ghost of who I used to be. Remember that time we tried to cook Thanksgiving dinner and set off the smoke alarm? Tyler asks, and suddenly we're all laughing at the story, and it feels like no time has passed at all. Ashley leans over. Your ex is hot, she whispers. He's also terrible. I whisper back, but I'm smiling. And I hate that I'm smiling. The party continues. More drinks, more music. Tyler doesn't leave. Around midnight, most of the guests start filtering into the bedrooms, drunk and exhausted. Beth is passed out on the couch. Jenna is still taking Instagram stories, her phone constantly raised. I should go to bed. Instead, I step out onto the balcony. The city spreads out below me, a million lights pretending to be stars. The night air is cool against my flushed skin. I'm holding a glass of wine I don't remember pouring. Beautiful view. I don't turn around. I know Tyler's voice. Yeah, I say quietly. He leans against the railing beside me. Not touching, but close. Too close. Remember when we used to dream about living in a place like this? He asks. I do remember. We were 24, sharing a studio apartment with a broken heater, convinced we'd conquer the world together. That was a long time ago. Different life. Better life. His voice is soft, careful. I nod, but something in my chest tightens. Daniel is. He's everything I needed, everything you and I weren't. Ouch. Tyler laughs, but there's pain underneath. Fair, though. I was a terrible boyfriend. We were terrible together. I correct. Silence stretches between us. Inside, I can hear muffled music and laughter. I dated after you. Tyler says suddenly, a lot actually. Try to find what we had. Tyler, let me finish. He turns to face me. I never found it. That intensity, that connection. Maybe it was toxic. Maybe we brought out the worst in each other. But God, Emma, we were alive. We were a disaster. A beautiful disaster. I should go inside. Every instinct screams at me to walk away. But I don't. I let you go. Tyler says quietly. Biggest mistake I ever made. I'm marrying Daniel. I know, and I hope you'll be happy. I really do. He touches my hand just barely. I just wanted to tell you that before you marry him, you deserve to know. The alcohol has soaked into my bones. The city lights blur. I'm 24 again, feeling everything too intensely, making decisions without thinking them through. Tyler leans in. I should pull away. I don't. His lips touch mine, and for exactly 10 seconds, I let it happen. It's familiar and wrong and nostalgic and awful all at once. Then reality crashes down. Oh God. I stumble backward, horror flooding through me. I shouldn't have Emma. No, this was a mistake. This was Emma. Sophie's voice cuts through the night like a knife. She's standing in the balcony doorway, her face a mixture of shock and fury. What the hell are you doing? Tyler steps back, hands raised. It's not. Get out, Sophie says coldly. Now. He looks at me, but I can't meet his eyes. I'm shaking, nausea rising in my throat. Tyler leaves without another word. Sophie grabs my arm. Did anyone else see? I don't know. I don't, Sophie. What did I do? You kissed your ex at your bachelorette party. Her voice is flat. That's what you did. Inside, Jenna is still holding her phone, reviewing Instagram stories. My blood runs cold. Jenna, Sophie's voice is sharp. Did you record anything on the balcony? Jenna looks up, confused. What? I've been posting stories all night. Why? Sophie and I exchange a look of pure panic. Show me your phone, Sophie demands. Jenna scrolls through. There are dozens of stories, dancing, drinks, laughter, and then one that shows the balcony in the background, figures barely visible in the darkness. Delete that, Sophie says, but now, Jenna deletes it, but we both know it's too late. People have already seen. Daniel's friends follow Jenna's account. I sink onto the couch, head in my hands. What have I done? Sunlight stabs through the penthouse windows like an accusation. I wake up still wearing my bride-to-be sash, mascara smudged down my face, my engagement ring catching the light. The kiss, oh God, the kiss. Sophie is sitting in the armchair across from me, arms crossed waiting. We need to talk, she says coldly. My stomach turns. Sophie, what were you thinking? I wasn't. I was drunk and Tyler was there and you kissed him. Her voice is like ice. At your bachelorette party, 2 weeks before your wedding. Tears burn my eyes. It was a mistake. Then you need to tell Daniel before someone else does. No. Panic floods through me. No one saw, If we just, Emma, Sophie leans forward. If you love Daniel the way you claim, you owe him the truth. If you hide this and he finds out another way, you'll lose him forever. I'll lose him anyway. I whisper, maybe, but at least you'll lose him with your integrity intact. Jenna stumbles out of the bedroom, squinting in the bright light. What's going on? She asks. Did anyone comment on your Instagram stories? Sophie demands. Jenna checks her phone. Her face pales. A few people asked who was on the balcony with Emma. My heart stops. Some of Daniel's friends follow me. Jenna says quietly. Oh shit, Emma, I'm so sorry. I didn't think. Where's Tyler? I ask. He left early this morning. He texted you though. I grab my phone with shaking hands. Tyler's message stares back at me. Tyler, last night reminded me of what we had. If you ever change your mind. I delete it immediately, but the damage is done. Everything is done. I have to tell him. I say, my voice hollow. Sophie nods. Yes, you do. He's going to leave me. Probably. I look at my best friend, desperate for comfort, but her expression is unyielding. He deserves better than this, Sophie says. Show him you can at least be honest. I call Daniel with trembling fingers. Hey, beautiful, he answers, his voice warm and happy. How's the hangover? Can you come home? My voice cracks. We need to talk. The warmth drains from his voice. Emma, what's wrong? Just come home, please, he agrees. I have 30 minutes before my life falls apart. I wash my face, but I can't wash away what I've done. Daniel arrives with coffee and bagels, smiling, completely unaware his world is about to shatter. How was the party? He asks, kissing my forehead. I can't breathe. We need to talk. His smile fades. What's going on? We sit on the couch where we've spent countless happy evenings watching movies, planning our future, being in love. Something happened last night. I begin, and then the words pour out. Tyler showing up, the drinking, the balcony, the kiss. Daniel's face changes with every sentence, confusion, disbelief, pain, betrayal. You kissed him. Daniel says when I finish. His voice is hollow. You kissed your ex at your bachelorette party. It was a mistake, a mistake. His voice rises. You chose to go out on that balcony with him. You chose to stay when he was flirting with you. You chose to let him kiss you. I was drunk, so what? Daniel stands up, pacing. Being drunk doesn't make you a different person, Emma. It just removes your inhibitions, which means somewhere inside you, you wanted this to happen. No, I love you. I want to marry you. Do you? He spins to face me. Because I trusted you completely. I never worried about your past because I believed in our future. And you threw that away for a moment with someone who treated you terribly. Tears streamed down my face. Please, Daniel, it meant nothing. It was 10 seconds of stupidity. We can get past this. We can go to therapy. I don't want therapy. His voice is quiet now, which is somehow worse than yelling. I want someone I can trust, and that's not you. He pulls his engagement ring off and sets it on the coffee table. The sound it makes hitting the wood destroys me. Daniel, no, I need you to move out, he says, not looking at me. This apartment is mine. Pack your things. Please don't do this. I'm begging now, sobbing. I made a mistake. One mistake. People make mistakes. Not this one. Not 2 weeks before the wedding. He finally looks at me, and his eyes are red. I deserve better than someone who kisses their ex at their bachelorette party. I know you do. I know. But please. I'm calling Marcus. He'll help you pack. Marcus arrives 20 minutes later, looking at me with open disgust. Emma, he says coldly, it's the first time he's ever spoken to me without warmth. I pack a suitcase through tears, throwing in clothes randomly. Daniel stands in the bedroom doorway, watching. I'm canceling the wedding. He says quietly, I'll handle the vendors. Just don't contact me. Daniel. I mean it. Don't call. Don't text. Don't show up. We're done. Before I leave, I turn back one more time. I love you. I whisper, He's quiet for a long moment. I loved you too, he finally says. But love isn't enough when there's no trust. Marcus drives me to Sophie's apartment. I don't remember the drive. I don't remember anything except the sound of Daniel's engagement ring hitting the coffee table over and over and over. Sophie's guest room becomes my prison. The next 72 hours are a blur of crying, staring at my phone, and trying to comprehend how thoroughly I destroyed my life. Daniel cancels everything: the venue, the caterer, the photographer, the florist, the band, everything we'd planned for months, gone. His mother calls on day 2. Emma, Catherine says, her voice breaking, I'm so disappointed in you. I thought you were different. I thought you cherished my son. I do cherish him. I made a mistake. A mistake is forgetting to return a call. This was a choice. She hangs up before I can respond. Word spreads through our social circle like wildfire. Friends start texting, asking what happened. Most take Daniel's side immediately. My coworker Ashley texts, I heard about the wedding. I'm so sorry. What happened? I don't respond. What can I say? I destroyed everything for a 10-second kiss with my toxic ex. Rachel calls, crying. How could you do this? She asks. You had everything. Daniel was perfect for you. I know. Then why? I don't know, Rachel. I don't know. My father calls next. Unlike everyone else, he doesn't yell. You made an adult mistake. He says quietly, Daniel has every right to walk away. You need to accept that. I can't accept it. Then you'll never heal. Sophie finds me going through Jenna's Instagram again, looking at the deleted story that someone screenshotted and sent to Daniel's friends. Stop torturing yourself, Sophie says, taking my phone away. His friends all saw. They know what I did. Yes, they do, and there's nothing you can do about that now. Tyler keeps texting. I finally respond, you ruined my life, never contact me again. His response comes immediately, Tyler, I didn't kiss you alone. You made a choice too. I block his number, but he's right. This isn't his fault. It's mine. I stop eating, stop sleeping properly. I call in sick to work, unable to face anyone. Sophie takes care of me but doesn't coddle me. You need to feel this, she says one night, finding me crying in the bathroom. You need to understand what you lost so you never do something like this again. I already understand. I lost everything. Then prove it. Stop wallowing. Start growing. I want to be angry at her, but she's right. I write Daniel long letters I never send, filled with apologies and explanations and desperate promises. I write 23 drafts of the same message. Please give me another chance, but I don't send any of them. Marcus texts once. Daniel blocked you on everything. Don't try to contact him. He needs to heal. I'm not allowed to heal. I don't deserve to. 6 weeks after the breakup, I see the photo that destroys me. Daniel is at some work event, smiling. Actually smiling. The first smile I've seen on his face since I broke his heart. And beside him is Vanessa Kim, a landscape architect he works with. They're not touching, not obviously together, but there's an ease between them, a comfort that makes my chest hurt. Sophie finds me crying over my phone. Emma, you can't stalk his social media. It's only hurting you. Who is she? Sophie hesitates. Vanessa, she's been at his firm for a few years. Are they together? I don't know. Does it matter? Yes. I shout, then immediately regret it. I'm sorry. Yes, it matters. I hear through mutual friends that Daniel and Vanessa have been spending time together. Just as colleagues, supposedly, but I know better. Vanessa is beautiful, talented, and according to Ashley, who heard from someone who heard from someone else, she's had a crush on Daniel for over a year. She's everything I wasn't. Calm, mature, drama-free. I torture myself with comparisons. Daniel deserves someone like Vanessa. Someone who won't destroy his trust for a moment of drunken nostalgia. I consider texting him again, but Sophie stops me. You need to let him go. she says firmly. He made his choice. Chasing him now just makes you look desperate and disrespects his boundaries. At work, people keep asking about the wedding. I've perfected a response. It didn't work out. They don't push for details, but I see the speculation in their eyes. Rachel visits. We sit in Sophie's living room, not talking, until she finally asks, "Do you regret it?" Every second of every day. "Why did you do it?" "I don't know. I thought I was over Tyler. I thought I was ready to marry Daniel. But maybe some part of me wasn't ready to fully commit, and I sabotaged everything." That's a terrible reason to ruin your life. I know. Rachel leaves, and I sit alone, staring at Daniel's social media profile. I can still see through a mutual friend's account. He's moving on, living his life, being happy, and I'm stuck here drowning in regret. 3 months after the breakup, I run into Daniel at a mutual friend's birthday party. I almost don't go, but Sophie insists I can't hide forever. You'll have to see him eventually. Might as well be in a controlled environment. The restaurant's private room is crowded when I arrive. I scan the space automatically, looking for him. He's there, talking to Marcus and a few other friends. And Vanessa is with him, her hand resting lightly on his arm. My heart stops. They're together, really together. I should leave immediately, but before I can, Daniel sees me. Our eyes meet. For 1 second, I see the man I loved. The man who proposed in Santorini. The man who remembered how I took my coffee. Then his expression closes off. He nods politely and turns back to Vanessa. I want to die. Sophie materializes beside me. You okay? I need a drink. I stay at the party, maintaining composure through sheer force of will. I talk to other friends, laugh at jokes, pretend my heart isn't shattering into smaller and smaller pieces. I watch Daniel and Vanessa. They're not overly affectionate, but they're clearly comfortable, happy. Vanessa catches me looking and walks over. "Emma, right?" she says kindly. "I've heard a lot about you. All bad, I'm sure." "Actually, no. Daniel spoke highly of you before." She trails off tactful. Before I ruined everything. Vanessa doesn't respond, which is answer enough. Later, Marcus approaches me at the bar. He's doing better. Marcus says, not unkindly but firm, Vanessa's good for him. She doesn't play games. I'm glad he's happy. Are you? I consider lying. No, but I want to be. He deserves happiness, even if it's not with me. Marcus softens slightly. For what it's worth, I know you regret it. But Daniel needs someone he can trust completely. That's not something you can fix with apologies. I know. Before I leave, Daniel and I end up by the coat check at the same time. You look well, Daniel says formally. So do you. Vanessa seems wonderful. She is. The silence between us is heavy with everything unsaid. I'm sorry, I say quietly, for everything. You deserved so much better than what I gave you. Daniel is quiet for a long moment. I know you're sorry, Emma, but some things can't be fixed just because we regret them. I hope you find what you're looking for. He leaves before I can respond. I drive home, and for the first time since that horrible morning, I don't cry. I just feel empty. I start seeing Dr. Helen Martinez 3 weeks after the party. Sophie recommended her. She specializes in self-sabotage, Sophie said, which is exactly what you did. The first session, I cry through the entire 50 minutes. The second session, Dr. Martinez asks a question that changes everything. Why did you kiss Tyler? I was drunk. You say it meant nothing, but actions have meaning. What were you seeking in that moment? I don't have an answer. Over the following weeks, we dig deeper. Why did I go out on that balcony? Why didn't I leave when Tyler started getting nostalgic? Why did I let him kiss me? Maybe I was scared. I admit during session 5, Daniel was perfect, our life was perfect, and I kept waiting for something to go wrong. So you made something go wrong. I guess I did. Doctor, Martinez helps me understand patterns I've been repeating since my 20s. My fear of vulnerability, my need to feel desired by people who hurt me, my tendency to run when things get too real. I start journaling, exercising, rebuilding myself. I apologize to Rachel and my father for the embarrassment I caused. I have a long conversation with Sophie about Tyler. You never fully closed that door, Sophie says. Tyler represented your wild, impulsive side. Daniel represented stability, but you never integrated those parts of yourself. You just switched from one to the other without doing the work. She's right. 6 months post breakup, I get promoted at work. I move into my own apartment, small, but mine. I block Tyler completely. I start saying no to Jenna's party invitations. I focus on becoming someone I can respect. One day, scrolling through social media, I see the announcement. Daniel proposed to Vanessa. Photo shows them on a beach, just like Santorini, her smiling at the camera, him looking at her like she's his entire world. It hurts, God, it hurts, but not as much as I expected. I send a brief message. Congratulations. I hope you have a beautiful life together. Daniel doesn't respond. I didn't expect him to. That night, I sit in my apartment, looking at old photos of Daniel and me. I don't cry. Instead, I whisper to the empty room, I'm sorry I wasn't ready for you. I hope she is. 1 year after the Bachelorette party that changed my life, I'm standing in front of a conference room full of clients, presenting a campaign I poured my heart into. When I finish, they applaud. My boss pulls me aside after. Exceptional work, Emma. I'm impressed. I smile. Thank you. I heard through Sophie that Daniel and Vanessa got married last month. Small ceremony, just family and close friends. I didn't ask for details. That part of my life is closed. I've been on a few dates. Nothing serious. I'm not looking for serious. I'm learning to be whole on my own first. Dr. Martinez and I meet every other week now. We're working through my patterns, my fears, the impulses that led me to destroy the best thing I ever had. Real growth isn't comfortable, she told me recently. It's painful and slow, and it requires facing the ugliest parts of yourself. She's right. I run into Marcus at a coffee shop on a Saturday morning. Emma, he says, surprised but not unfriendly. Marcus, how are you? Good, really good. You? Better, much better. I hesitate. How's Daniel? Really happy. Vanessa's pregnant, actually. The news stings for exactly 3 seconds, the life I could have had. But then I smile, tell him congratulations for me. Marcus studies my face. He's forgiven you, you know. He doesn't hate you. He just moved on. I know. That's the healthy thing to do. Marcus nods and leaves. I sit with my coffee and journal, writing about accountability, growth, and the permanent consequences of temporary choices. I kissed my ex at my bachelorette party, and my fiancé walked away. I lost the love of my life because of one impulsive, selfish moment. No amount of regret can change that, but I can change myself. I can become the kind of person who deserves love and knows how to protect it. Maybe Daniel was never meant to be my forever. Maybe he was meant to be my lesson, and if I learned it, then maybe eventually, the pain will have been worth it. I close my journal and walk into the sunlight. I'm alone, but I'm not broken anymore. The end